When you get back onto your back, you want to come back into your neutral rest position. Now we're going to move to a dynamic bridge pose. So what that means is we're going to take our pelvis and move it with our breath. So when you inhale, I want you to take your tail, and it's as if you're tucking your tail between your legs. And this is a small bridge. Don't pick your pelvis up off the ground. You're just tucking your tail. And on the exhale, you're going to reverse that movement, so then you're trying to reach your tail towards the ground. This creates a big arc in your spine. So you'll inhale, tail goes through the legs, exhale, tail towards the ground. Inhale, tail lifts up through the legs, and exhale, tail goes down towards the ground. Inhale, tail goes up through the legs, and exhale, tail goes down to the ground. One more time. Inhale, tail goes through the legs, and exhale, tail comes to the ground. Now, rest a moment in neutral rest, but turn your head to look my way. Because what I just did was define the borders of your clock. When you take your tail up through the legs, you end up putting number 12 down into the floor. And when you take your tail down towards the floor, that's number 6 moving down into the floor. Next, we're going to look at numbers 3 and 9. So let me lie back down. Coming back to your neutral rest, you're going to start again. You inhale, take your tail up through the legs, and stop here a second. Just notice what part of your back is touching the ground. That would be the back of number 12 into the ground. Take a breath in and exhale. Take your tail down to the ground and just pause a moment. And this is number 6 touching the ground. So then release that and just toggle back and forth between 12 and 6. And make your movements smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until your clock is at rest. Feeling the center point of the clock, you're then going to move over to your left side for 3 o'clock. So if left goes down towards the ground, that's your 3 o'clock. Then come back to center and take the right back pelvis down into the ground, that's 9 o'clock. And again, you're just going to kind of roll the back of the pelvis on the ground, go to 3 o'clock, and then go back to 9 o'clock. Then come back to the center. Now our task is going to be to travel around the numbers of the clock. So start by going to 6 o'clock. Then come right back up to 12 o'clock. Go over to your left to 3 o'clock, then 6 o'clock, then 9 o'clock, and 12 o'clock, going around the clock clockwise. Moving the back of the pelvis down into the ground, just noticing all the different parts of the pelvis that can reach and touch the ground. Next time you come up to 12 o'clock, reverse directions. So you go around the clock counterclockwise from 12 to 9 to 6 to 3 and back up to 12 again. And as you go around the clock, smooth out your breathing. So can you do the movement and breathe smoothly at the same time? Next time you come up to 12 o'clock, it's going to be the last. And from there, you're just going to release the pelvis and come back to your neutral rest.